Hello everyone out there, welcome back to the Phantom's Fanatic YouTube channel. I am back with another review, and yes, I know I've been missing reviews. I know. But the review for this week is Barbarian, released this year in 2022, starring Bill Skarsgård, Zach Krenig, Georgina Campbell, Justin Long, and it was directed by Zach Krieger. Obviously, this movie follows a young woman as she goes to an Airbnb, which was already booked by Bill Skarsgård's character, and it's like, is he a murderer or something? But then there's a dark secret, and with the house, and there's a tunnel beneath the house, and I do not want to reveal anything else because I will say, first of all, this movie was marketed precisely the way it should have been. This movie reveals fucking nothing about what's going on in the trailer, which I love. What is revealed to be going on and why this house has a dark secret to it is all revealed in the movie. Nothing is given to you in the trailer, which I fucking love. This movie surprised me in so many ways from the trailer because I kept seeing it from the trailer. And obviously, the whole thing of whether Bill Skarsgård is a psychopath or whatever, but I really do like his portrayal of the character because obviously he's the fucking Pennywise from It, so you're gonna be distrusting of him. Also, he doesn't look the most trustworthy guy in this movie, but his performance I really do like because things that you could think is him coming off as creepy, I more just see it of him being awkward, and obviously in this kind of situation, he's still going to be a nice person. But you could take it as either him being awkward or him being fucking crazy. And you really do follow Georgina Campbell's character, Tess, which is a very good character to root for in this. And I really do like the theme that this movie goes for, where it's like, it touches on like women not trusting men or strangers. Like it goes to that idea where that kind of stuff happens. And also it talks about like the changing of neighborhoods in Detroit because this movie takes place in Detroit. So it's like it comments on that thing as well of how this neighborhood isn't good, you shouldn't be here and stuff like that. And I really do think that it does explore those themes well, and especially with what is going on and what's revealed to be happening later, especially with Justin Long's character who gets introduced later in the film. It also reveals that because he's kind of like an asshole sleazebag type of fucking unreliable like asshole of a person. But what I really do like about it is instead of him just being this character all the time, instead he does get a good amount of shading to him where he realize like you get shading to his character to where he's just not an asshole the entire time. Of course, what happens to him in the movie, you can talk about that all the time, but I think it's such an interesting characterization, and his performance is very entertaining and funny. There is a good amount of comedy in this film and levity from the really good and really well directed horror scenes. I was gripping my seat when I was in the theater watching this. This is such a good theater experience. And the film's musical composition done by Anna Duprich is also very well done. I remember the music in this film being very good and very tense as you go through these horrific scenes. And the movie is very gruesome and gross at sometimes, which I really did like. And there's some really good practical effects with gore and stuff like that as that type of shit happens in a horror movie, which I really do like. Now, as I said, the acting is all top-notch by everybody, and the themes it is exploring is very well done. Georgina Campbell is very good as Tess. I will say I do have a couple of problems with the film. Justin Long's part of the film does kind of drop the intensity, but I feel like it's required at that point for a bit of levity, and it does explore the themes very well. And and it does provide some levity and comedy to the film when he shows up. So I have no problem with that. It does feel a bit you know, not compelling, contradicting when you have his character who's definitely not a good person at the end of the film as you're trying to maybe root for him, but they do give him shading, which I really do like. They do humanize him to where you can root for him, but then obviously the way he ends up in the film does kind of make the decision what you were supposed to think of him at the end of the day. And then also Richard Brake's in this. I could have used a bit more of him, but he's good in the small chunk of this that he's in. I really enjoy Richard Brake as an actor. I could just use a bit more of Richard Brake. It's like in Nope, how there was just a bit of Keith David. I would have liked a bit more of Keith David, but that was just me. And I will say, I have heard people complaining that the characters do make some stupid decisions, or at least some of the characters. The main character relatively makes smart decisions in this, and yet when I look back on what the characters' decisions are, I mean, yes, like, that's stupid, but when I was watching the film, it didn't bother me as much. It more just took me out. I was like, why the fuck is he acting like this? Like, this is such a fucking stupid reason for him to act like this and not believe the main character. I guess you could say different situations, but I will say, yeah, that it did confuse me when I was watching the film. It didn't bother me as much as I've heard it bother other people, but it did take me out, and I would have preferred them trying to find a different way to get the movie started, but it's alright for the most part of what they do. And I will say the cops in this, there are two cop characters in this who are also very stupid and not listening to the main character at all. You could say that's a part of the message, but I don't know. It didn't bother me as much. I really do recommend this film. It is a very entertaining and very scary horror movie. It's a very good horror movie. It's probably one of the best ones that I've seen this year. Horror in cinema right now has been kind of killing it with X and all those other films. But yeah, I definitely say that this movie is worth the watch. It is a very good, thrilling ride with some levity and some good themes behind it that really does leave you thinking after it. It just doesn't have nothing to say. It's not just style over substance. It has substance in it, and I really do recommend you see this just because if you see the trailer and you're wondering what the hell is going on, you will be satisfied by the payoff, let me tell you. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe down below. As I said, I recommend this film. Please leave your thoughts on the film in the comment section down below. I always like to see those. If you want me to review any other films, make sure to leave those in the comments as well. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share this channel with everybody. I like seeing the channel grow. It's been growing more, and I promise I'll get back on my 2 movie reviews a week schedule. I need to get back on that. So, and let me know if you want me to do a grading system. I don't think I need to, because I think I get my thoughts on the film out with the 8 minutes or so that I ramble on talking. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all later.